going to pick up my first Uber ride. So this is the first time I've had a chance to drive Uber. So it should be fun. My hope is it's a great way to meet people. It's a great way to network and put myself out there. And create content. So depending on how everything goes, depending on a lot of factors, we'll see how it goes. But I wanted to take you with me on the trip, so that is where we're starting. My first drop off was awesome. She was super nice. We talked about her family business. She works with her parents. They've got a food truck, and so we were talking all about that. And I told her a little bit about my blog, and I gave her a card. I told her if she ever wanted to do a blog, I'd come work for free for a couple hours and just hang out, and we would have fun. And she was all about it, which I think is awesome. So it was a lot of fun. She was really nice. I'm liking this. It's fun. Well, we're still cruising along. I've made $52.28 so far. I've had 4 riders. We had great conversations with each of them. And 1 delivery. So, it's been going good. I'm really liking it. So, everything I look at is how can I control my time. One of the really nice things about Uber is it's one-on-one conversations, which that's what I like about service experts, is the conversations, getting to know people, all that, right? So with Uber, it's one-on-one conversations. I'm constantly changing. It is whenever I want. So service experts is based off of the schedule, when things are scheduled, whereas this is whenever I want to turn on the app and get in my car, I can still working on finding my next fare. Anyways, this gives me the freedom to do it at any point. And so I think it's going to be a great asset to what I've been doing, because I've had a couple good conversations, gave out my card a couple times, have a lead that said, she said she might need a new air conditioner, which would be great. So it's been fun. I like it. Anybody who's driven Uber in the past and has experience with it, what are some tips? What should I be doing? What shouldn't I be doing? How can I leverage my role as an Uber driver better? How can I do it better? What are your thoughts and ideas? I'd love to hear them. Good evening, everyone. It is June 7th, 2024. It is Friday evening. I am out driving for Uber, looking for my next fare. But I was just thinking, I had this thought and I wanted to share it. So I talk about, I believe life is a team sport. You're on multiple teams at all times. Right now, I am on the Uber team, right? Someone else will be using the Uber team, go on the app, beep, 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 beep. It might pipe up here, and I'll be like, yeah, I'll take it, right? We're both part of that same team. I'm on the Stevens family team, Arkestein family team, that's my in-laws. Like, we're all on multiple teams, and you always will be. At the exact same time, life is a single player game. And it will always be a single player game. No one will ever know who you truly are. No one will ever know all of your backstory and all of your dreams for the future. And that's why I run my podcast and blog the way I do, is because that's what I believe is the true value of time. The understanding that you are a unique individual and you have complete control over your life. Now, we can lose control. You do something bad, get thrown in jail, you don't have control. But for the most part, you are in control of your life. It is your choice and up to you what you do and how you do it, right? And so that's where this podcast, the blog, all of it's built on this concept that no matter what happens today, I own my future until the day I die. Until the day I am killed, I make all decisions for me. Even if I get thrown in jail, I'm still making the decisions. I'm still in my own head. I'm just restricted physically. And each and every one of us is completely free and completely unique. No one will ever have your life experiences. No one will ever have your connections. No one will ever have your exact dreams or thoughts. Any of that. And that, to me, is the true value of time. And so part of capturing the true value of time, because I don't believe it's ever been captured in society, part of capturing it is saying, okay, if that is true, then the team you are a part of throughout your whole life is important, right? And that's, I've spent most of my life in Idaho. I'm an Idaho resident. I've paid most of my... And my glasses died. Luckily, I plugged them in. But what I was saying is, that is the beauty of life. Is we all share the same time. We're all going through this together. It is a single player game for all of us. And so the name of my single player game, the name of my blog, is Life with Justin Stevens, right? That's the name of my single player game. The ownership of my game, right? Name is different from ownership. It's owned by America's holding company. And so my goal is to become the conduit between my life experience and anyone who wants to support me, that ownership is held by America's holding company. And I believe the owner of any organization is the only one in that organization who can collapse time by sharing ownership in what they've created. So when I signed the incorporation paperwork for America's holding company, it was 2022, 2 years ago, March 2022. So I'm going on 2 years plus of even trying to explain my vision of the future I'm building for me and my family. And it's hard for other people to see because as a owner, you can only collapse time as far back as the asset has been alive, right? So I had this idea, started working on it. The way I look at things, this has been my entire entrepreneurial journey, has been figuring out what I'm doing right now. Unboxing events is involved, prospecting done for you, Carlotta Thompson, Project Tools, all of these different companies that I've worked with throughout the years all have a place in my strategy. I'm just not able to explain it in a way that other people understand yet. I'm getting better. I'm getting there. But part of that is because the time hasn't passed to show people how this whole system even works. How are we collapsing time? Because ownership of an asset involves the history, the current profit, the current balance sheet, all that, but also all future profit or failure, right? Which you never know on any of it. And so that's how this whole system works, is based on how are we collapsing time. But the only way to collapse time is you have to start treating your time differently. That's where it starts. How do you treat your time? Because that's going to be the deciding factor in everything. Because no one's going to treat your time differently until you do. And even then, they won't until you have proof of the results that you're getting. Which is one of the reasons I don't have any proof of the results besides the blog that I've been building for 2+ years and the human I am, and I've been building for 37 years. That's how old I am. So, I don't know. I was just thinking about that, wanted to share, because that's what I do. Share my thoughts. Hope you all have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.